And now for our princess or bride monkey. Making it a princess, she'll be wearing a pink dress, which you can insert whatever color for the appropriate princess. Or to make it a bride, simply make it in a white dress. I'm choosing the pink because it's going to be easier to see against the white background here. And then also when I go to make the head, I'm going to kind of speed that up since we've already seen the head a couple of times. If you haven't watched the other videos, you might want to go back and watch one. For this, we'll be using I've got a Fashion Fuchsia 160. I've blown up about 9 or 10 inches of it. I'm not going to use all of that. I've got a Fashion Toffee 260 with about 5 inches uninflated on the end of it. 2 Fashion Fuchsia 360s with about 5 inches uninflated on the end of each of those. And then of course for our head, I've got a Fashion Toffee 360 blown up about 12 or 14 inches of it. And then white 5-inch round for the eyes, about 1 inch. And then a blush 5-inch round for the muzzle with about 2.5 to 3 inches inflated on it. So I'm going to make the head first, and of course I'm going to speed this up, so sit back and watch a minute. Okay, now that we've got her head completed, she won't need the body because she'll have her dress, so we're just going to make a neck, so make about a 1-inch bubble, and then we're going to cut a hole in the end of that to release the air, and then just tie it off right there at her neck, and then set that aside for a moment. And now we're going to grab our 2 Fuchsia 360s, and we're going to start by tying the nozzle into those two together. And then we're going to make a small round bubble and a pinch twist out of the end of each one. That's going to be the collar of the dress. Now we're going to make, the upper part. So we're going to make about, just lay them alongside each other. And you're going to make about a 3 to 4 inch bubble in each one. Just squeeze and twist them together. And then again, make 2 more pinch twists, one out of each one. So you'll make a round bubble, pinch twist out of that one. And then switch over and do the same from the other one. Like that. Now we've completed the upper part of the dress. Now I'm going to turn it so the pinch twist lie like that. Now what we're going to do is start with either one of them, it doesn't matter which. You're going to make about a 6-inch bubble. And then you're going to make a small round bubble and make this into a pinch twist. And then you'll do the same with the other balloon. Make another bubble the same size as your first long one. And then your little pinch twist. Now what you want to do, these next bubbles need to be kind of small, very small, spacer bubbles basically. So make a little small bubble out of one of your balloons that's maybe 3/4 of an inch, no more than 1 inch. And then hang on to that and do the same out of the other one. So now each one has a little spacer bubble, and then we're going to twist those 2 balloons together at the end of the spacer bubbles, locking them together like that. So we've got our pinch twist and our 2 spacer bubbles there, separating them. Now what you want to do, you can see the bottom of it there, we're going to make out of each one another little spacer bubble, same size, followed by a pinch twist. And then we need another bubble the same size as these long ones, and we're going to come back up to the pinch twist here. Make your bubble and then twist it in to the 2 pinch twists out there her waist. And then go to remove this excess of that one, we don't need it. That way we can get it out of the way. Secure that in. And then we're going to repeat the same process with the other one that we have. So again, your little small spacer bubble, just like that. And then your pinch twist. long bubble to come back up to her waist. Like that. And then twist the top off this excess. We no longer need it. Secure that in and tuck it up in there. It all sits fairly straight. And there you have her dress. Now what we're going to do, before you attach her head, it's easier to put her arms on and then her head. We'll complete all of this. So we're going to take our Toffee 260, twist the nozzle into the 2-pinch twist at the top, just like that. Now what you want to do, you're going to make an arm and a hand, and she's going to have her hand on her waist. So you want to lay it alongside there, and you want a bubble that comes down where it lines up with the top of that pinch twist there. Just like that, and then a small round bubble. And then bring that in, and you want to twist the end of the second little round bubble into the bottom of the pinch twist here. Just like that. Wrap it around to secure it. And now you've got one arm. She's got her hands on her hip there. And now we're going to make her other arm. Just reverse it. You'll make your small round bubble first, and then your longer bubble coming up to the top part of her dress. Twist it into the 2-pinch twist up there, and then pop off the Toffee. We don't need that anymore. Secure that in, tuck it underneath. So now she has her arms. So then we're going to take our little 160, and we're going to make the little shoulder puffs. I'm sure there's probably a more technical term for those, but I'm going to call them shoulder puffs just because that's what I know them as. So we're going to make, you want to fold twist using, that's about a 5-inch bubble. So we're going to need 2 of them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 bubbles, the same length there. I'm going to release the air out of the end of this so I can just tie these 2 ends together, just like that. Cut that off. So I've got 2 equal little bubbles there, as you can see. We're going to bring the middles together to make just basically a little figure 8. Then we're going to twist that in here into the 2-pinch twist at the top. Bring the one on either side, and then sort of tuck the top of her arm up into that a little bit, so you get the sleeve, the upper puffy part of her sleeve there. And you can see kind of tuck the arms up into there a little bit. Now we can go ahead and take and attach her head by twisting it into the pinch twist there at the top. Let's tuck our arms back into there. And there, our princess, or our bride balloon if you make her in a white dress.